Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for today's second round of the sectional playoffs in girls volleyball, featuring the Sterling Lady Knights going against the Pinelands Wildcats. I'm Kevin Schulz, joined by Matt McPherson. We look at the brackets right there. You see Sterling and Pinelands. The winner will advance to the third round Saturday, facing either Oakcrest or Barnegat. And there you look at the two teams, Sterling at 11-1. They were a tie for the conference. They won games 23, games lost 3. Allison Koleski led the team with 58 kills. Natalie Martin had 102 digs. Anna Hobbs had 128 assists, and Allison Koleski had 37 aces. On the other side, Pinelands at 7-3, was third in their conference, won 15 games, lost 8. Anderson with 78 kills, Brunke with 106 digs, Quigley Sanborn with 129 assists. Brunke, again, showing up with 28 aces. And as I said, I'm joined by Matt McPherson. And Matt, when you look at this second round matchup, obviously, you know, you just know in general how this game's going to play out and how things usually are in a second round matchup. What's the key for what Sterling has to do?
Well, I'll tell you what, Pinelands is coming off of a match already. They've played a playoff match, so a bit of an advantage for them. Sterling's coming in a little bit cold, having the bye in the first round. So I think they got to get off to a good start. You know, maybe a little playoff jitters, you know, work through them. And then just come on strong. You know, I work this home court advantage, and you know what this gym is like. You know, volleyball gym home court advantage is a big deal. The ceiling's in play, so you practice in this gym every day. You know, just come out and play your game and be confident.
Was there anything you may or may not have seen things? Anything in the warm-ups that you saw from Pinelands that you know, stuck out to you in a good way? Or?
Not really. Not really. I mean, you know, warm-ups, you're usually getting a perfect pass to the setter. So
tough to tell.
Yeah, it's tough to tell. I mean, I looking at their stats, not ever seeing this team, it looks to me like they run a 6-2 offense, which I think is what we run as well. So it should be interesting. Normally you see teams run a 5-1, but
of course the first girl serving. I don't know if they didn't give us her number.
She's the libero, this Brunke.
And first point goes to Pinelands.
Yeah, Sterling did not get a good first pass. They had an overpass, and Pinelands took advantage of it.
And she will be serving again.
So that offensive series there, right there, was the first good pass that Sterling had. It's unfortunate that Allison hit the ball out, but they've been struggling early on with their serve receive and not having good first passes.
And Pinelands up 2-0. We'll get the serve again. We'll tap her. Pinelands scrambling, and Sterling's able to get their first point.
Yeah, again, a good first pass. You know, Sterling's able to take advantage and win the point. Ashley Conerney.
Serving.
Nice play by Canary to keep that alive.
And ball goes wide to that far side. Pinelands up 3-1.
Again, just overpasses, you know, by Sterling, and Pineland's able to take advantage.
And these are teams that are good. Like you said, they're good teams. They're going to take advantage of those mistakes. And this is
Molly Quigley Seymour,
serving for
one of two Pineland setters. You're seeing two teams here that are playing a 6-2. I can explain what that is.
Okay. Here's the set. They're going to get a set here to Allison Koleski, and she buries it.
And here you're going to see, you know, good defense here by Sterling, good first pass. And that's what happens when you get a good first pass. You know, you're able to set your offense up.
And Allison Koleski, who got that kill, is going to get the serve right here. Sterling down 3-2. The set right here to the near side. Canary goes to the far side. And that one it's going to go a little bit long. Sterling saves it. They're just going to get it over the net. And Pinelands is going to get a good set. And they're able to take care of it and go ahead by 2.
Yeah, it just went right through the block.
And this is Abigail Wood serving for Pinelands. Savannah Boyce taps it over. Nice block there by Frazier. She tips it, her and Canary.
Yeah, so Pinelands, they go opposite here.
Set to the far side. Nice shot by Natalie Warrington getting that dig.
They get to take advantage of this free ball here.
Canary gets it over to Adcock. Taps it over. Here's
good
the
volley.
set.
That's who Pinelands is trying to feed right now. Number 13, their outside hitter, Olivia Anderson.
Hit by Boyce. Good job.
There's a free ball. Good volley here. Good action. This is where you want to take advantage of this.
Frazier buries it right at the net.
I'll tell you what, any pre-game playoff jitters are out of their system after that volley. It was a good volley by both teams, good defense, and Frazier's able to put that ball away.
Yeah, I agree. That you see that, tells you you're looking at two pretty good teams. You know, sometimes when you during the course of a season, you're seeing some lesser teams. But
absolutely, and I mean, I don't know if we can get back into this maybe between games, but about that bracket, I mean, there's really no dominant team in this bracket. It's a very winnable bracket for most teams that are left.
That goes back to not having to go against the North Jersey teams.
Exactly, yeah.
We look at number 7 here. That is Ariana Loftus serving. Gets it to Koleski. Canary sets Savannah Boyce. And
they're looking at the Pinelands line judge, who does not have a call. They're going to replay. They're going to replay this point. The Pinelands line judge is responsible for this call. And she the ball's coming at her, and she turned. To me, that caught the line.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
She kind of turned to get out of the way. You know, it's a shame. A lot of times in playoff games, they have actual officials as line judges. And that's unfortunate for Sterling.
Boyce almost looked like she was going to get the set, just taps it over. They get the set.
That's Olivia Anderson.
Olivia Anderson, and that's who you said, Matt, is their
she's their big hitter.
Big hitter on that far side.
Yep.
So Ariana Loftus serves again on a little bit of a run here. Pinelands up 6-3. Natalie Warrington gets it. They get it over to Boyce. And Pineland gets the point to go up 7-3. I think we might be 1 point from Pinelands away from a possible timeout at this point. So we're looking at Loftus again serving for Pinelands, having a lot of success there. Adcock gets the ball over. Pinelands is going to get a good set to that far side. Nice dig there by Natalie Warrington. Over to Boyce. She just taps it over. Pinelands gets the point. I think we're near a timeout.
Yeah, very impressed with this setter for Pinelands, number 12, Molly Quigley-Sanborn. You see on that play, Olivia Anderson, the outside hitter, had to dig that ball out, and she had the wherewithal not to set the outside hitter because she wasn't in position and went middle.
So Loftus again serving, and they'll get her out of there with that one going a little bit long, and Sterling narrowing the gap to 4.
Volleyball's definitely a game of momentum. Little runs here. You hope Hobbs here can score a couple of points and not give it right back to him.
Hobbs in some of the games we've done has had some nice little runs at the serve position. Here's a set to this near side. Baldino taps it over. They're going to get a set again to that far side. And Anderson again buries it.
There's your timeout, Kev.
So Sterling takes a much-needed timeout right there as we look at that camera.
Yeah, Block was a little bit late getting up there.
She can really get up in the air.
Well, they're asking me to use a telestrator here, and okay. So a 6-2 generally on this side of the court. What is that working? All right, so generally the setter is always going to be in this position, in the back position. Normally when you're on offense, the setter will come up, and when you play defense, the setter will go back, and you always have 3 hitters up front when you're playing a 6-2. So when this position rotates up front, you're going to have another girl sub in for her, and she'll move back to that position to be a back row player.
Work by you.
Matter of fact, right on cue, that's Bailey Lawrence, the other setter. So she's always going to be back row, number 17. It's like we know what we're doing here, Kev.
We try.
Almost a foot violation on Lawrence.
One of the few times recently where Anderson didn't get the good set.
Anderson's not in.
She's on the far side. 13.
Oh, Anderson, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the setter. Wow. My bad. I thought you meant Quigley-Sanborn.
Okay. So it seems like you talk about momentum. Pinelands, all those long volleys that are good jobs by both teams, they're going to Pinelands.
Well, a lot of the volleys, they're a little more controlled, like this here. We're having to run around for the ball. Pinelands is just doing a little bit of a better job, with the first pass and defensively, getting that first pass where the setter can get to it. We're a little more scrambling. Our passing's not as good right now.
This is Bailey serving again. It's that running start. Here's the set to Canerney. A little bit long to her. Wasn't quite the right spot. And Anderson gets the set. Nice job there by Kowaleski. And that one's going to go a little bit long.
Now, something that we're doing offensively is we're playing a 6-2 also. So Ayanna Hobbs and Ashley Canerney are the 2 setters, but you notice they're in the game at the same time right now. So Ashley Canerney is actually an outside hitter right now, and Ayanna Hobbs is our setter right now. But it works out nice because if Ayanna has to play the first ball, then Ashley can set it.
Right. Canerney hits it and goes a little bit long. Just got too much on that one. As Pinelands increases their lead to 13-4. Sterling just not sharp in this game.
Yeah, it definitely came out flat, and it's their passing.
Yep.
Serve, receive, and passing.
That one's going to go a little bit long.
That call early on not going their way definitely hurt a little bit because Pinelands went on a little bit of a run, but you got to be able to recover from that.
Goes long, and they're going to get the point and get Lawrence out of that serve position. As we look at Savannah Boyce serving for Sterling. Yeah. And you see a shot like that, and we've seen it a couple different times. You're not really making Pinelands earn a lot of their points. I mean,
exactly.
We've given away probably at least 5 of these points.
You just can't do that.
to the far side to Pinelands. And boy, Pinelands has an answer right away.
I'm not sure if did they block that or did we hit it into the net?
Briner.
Oh, it's a good block,
just knocked it right down, yeah.
I couldn't see it.
And here we have Anderson, who's got all the kills on that far side. Almost a little bit of a mishit there.
Yep. Unfortunately, we had to free ball it over. And here comes Anderson from the back row.
Boy, she's even tough from the back. Koleski coming up with some momentum. And she's burying that one. So you hope a hit like that might get the Sterling team a little bit back on track.
But there you see, even before that, Baldino's got to be up at the net trying to block this. She kind of, half-heartedly went up, and she could have blocked that hit.
Natalie Warrington with the serve right there, and they're going to let it go, and Sterling gets the point. So Sterling definitely has the work cut out for him, but you look at Natalie Warrington serving again for Sterling. Over, you're going to look at Hobbs. She's going to set Canarney with that left-handed hit, and Pinelands is right there at the net. As you look at this right here, see the double block going up, or it looked like she hit the net.
Yeah. And this is Carly Brunke, who started the game off with a real good run.
Yeah, that's one that just hugged the net, hit hard from the back, and Sterling just kind of a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, she leads the team in aces, and you can kind of see why.
Yeah.
So we got a low, hard serve. She serves some really far back behind the out-of-bounds line. You know, you used to do that, Mr. Schulz?
Who is that?
Danielle Hanna used to do that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, Reiner's really having a lot of success at that middle. First, she went up with the double block in there. I got that pass and really elevated. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing from a lot of these Pinelands girls. They can really get up in the air. Brunke serving again. Feeling just out of sync right now. Down 20-7, dude. Pretty good Pinelands team.
Oh, very good Pinelands team.
Yeah. As Brunke serves again. Goes over to Warrington, gets it to Hobbs. Canarney gets that hit. Here's the set in the middle. And Reiner again coming up big. Boy, she's, for everything that Anderson did on that far side, now you're seeing Reiner doing it in the middle.
You know, this is what I was talking about. I was talking about this with you off camera, but you know, this Pinelands team has played Barnegat, who's in this tournament. You know, they've played a couple other teams that are in other group tournaments, so they've played a difficult schedule, and you know, it's definitely showing that.
Yeah, I remember you always talk about playing that type of caliber competition, get you battle tested for just something like this in the playoffs when you're playing a tougher team.
Yeah.
Brunke really having a lot of success there. Pinelands up 22-7. Brunke outstanding. Job serving right there. There's a team up 23-7. Warrington gets the dig. And there's Anderson on that far side.
That was out, but that tipped by Warrington there.
Okay.
So if you're Coach Scully, you gotta really talk to these girls, because I mean, you look at this body language and you think the whole match is over. This is one game, you know. It takes two to win it.
And we've seen teams turn things around.
Absolutely.
Boy, Sterling's just got to get themselves in sync. Warrington with the dig. They're going to get the set over to Koleski. Nice dig there by Pinelands. Canarney gets it up real high to Hobbs. Over to Koleski. Right through the double block. Bronte with the hit. Whether it's a serve or a hit like that, she does a great job just hugging the net, getting a little bit above the net.
So I can tell you something about that. I know we're going to a break, but as a libero, there's a rule that she can't do that I can talk about, but she did a really nice job.
Okay. I don't think we're going to go.
Oh, we're not going to break? So, we are
going to go. Okay. So, Pinelands takes game number 1 over Strung in a dominating fashion. We're going to take a break and be back for game number 2.
City Greens. Hey, Leah, you want to play with me? Yeah. Yeah. Can I play with you? Sure. Sorry for being mean to you, Vaughn. It's okay, Leah. I love you.
And we are back here for game number 2. Pinelands taking game number 1 in dominating fashion. Matt, what do you think Bill Scully said to the girls after that first game?
Well, you got to improve on your serve receive. You got to get good first passes. You got to get the setter the ball where you can set up into your offense. You know, there's too many overpasses, too many free balls over that's letting Pinelands do whatever they want, and too many shanked passes that are just killing us.
Start off with the giveaway right
That's
there.
not how you want to start, you know, game 2 off.
Yeah.
You got to get your serves in play and give yourself a shot to win a point.
And on the other hand, everything you just said was what Pinelands was able to do.
Yeah.
Going to pretty much a consistent basis.
And here comes Bronte again.
Bronte.
All right, Sterling caught a break now. You got to capitalize on that now. You know, you're not going to win the game right here on this serve, but maybe you score 2-3 points.
And you felt like Sterling had opportunities to take the momentum in that game. They just never were able to do it. As Allison Kowaleski serves, gets it right above the net. Nice serve. They're going to get this set right here to Reiner in the middle, who had a big part in that win in game number 1. And they go to that far side. And again, get the nice set. And they had Benson over there finishing it off.
I think they missed a net violation on us, too. Maybe not.
But that, you know, we talk about something Pinelands was able to do. You saw that good return, the good set over there to the hitter. You know, she didn't have to go back. She wasn't scrambled.
You want to get a pass in the vicinity of the setter. You're not gonna get a perfect pass every time, but you don't want to make the setter have to work her butt off for every single ball. Like, there's a good pass.
And he gets to the Adcock a little bit long.
Yeah, the set was a little bit off, but the pass wasn't bad. You see, it's right there. Ashley just pushed it too far back.
And Pinelands goes up 3-1. As quickly Sanborn gets the serve. Frazier taps it over. Go to the far side.
Now that's something you want to do. You probably didn't notice this. The first ball went to number 12. She's the setter right here. Now she played the first ball. She can't set now, so somebody else has to set. So they're out of their system. So if you can, you want to try and if you have to free ball it back over, you want to try and get it over where the setter has to play the first ball.
Gotcha. Natalie Warrington, nice serve.
Good serve by Natalie.
Ties things up. Now this is where you have an opportunity to take momentum, and you have to take advantage of it right now. Again, something they didn't do in game one. Warrington serving again. She gets the hit. Dig, and here's the set to that far side. Tap by Kowaleski. And you have Boyce with the hit. Sterling gets the point.
Yeah, and you see Sterling, here's a situation where, you know, Pinelands had to free ball it over, and Sterling got a good first pass, and they were able to get into their system.
Sterling takes the lead, I believe, for the first time in this match. Good serve by Warrington.
Here comes a free ball. Now you take advantage of this.
Warrington gets it over to Canerney, who gets it to Boyce. Boy, they had Pinelands scrambling. Sterling goes up by 2, 5-3.
Well, it all starts with the pass. Volleyball's not a secret. You know, it starts with a good first pass.
Natalie Warrington serving. She's really done a nice job on this little run right here.
And that was Anderson from the back row. They're looking to go to, if they get a good first pass, they're looking to go to Anderson wherever she is.
You're right, she's tough at anywhere on the court.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And I haven't seen, the libero's a very good passer, Anderson's a very good passer. Anderson's back row for every serve in their rotations. I would be trying to serve to that third girl back there, whoever it is.
Wood from Pinelands serves it into the net. Sterling catches a little bit of a break there.
So I don't know if 18's a good passer, but that's who I'd be going after. I want to see if she can, because I already know the libero and Anderson are good passers.
Hobbs serving, kind of lost it over there. They're going to get a good set right here to Anderson. And Anderson hits it long. So a couple little things. Now you're seeing Pinelands give away a few points right here.
Yeah, you can see Warrington does a nice job. She wants to play it, but she pulls back last second. Or maybe she didn't pull back, just a good miss.
Set to Anderson.
That's a good read by Boyce. There you go with that ceiling in play there. Just kind of change the trajectory of that pass a little bit.
And you could see that the set to Anderson, she had to shift a little bit, made a big difference. Sterling, you know, we talked about them not taking advantage of opportunities to grab the momentum, but boy, they've really done it on this nice little run.
They are, you know, except for the opening serve that Canerney served out, they're serving the ball better, they're keeping it in play, they're getting good first passes, and this is the result.
There we look at our standings, and you see Barnegat up there looming.
I told you, Kev. I told you Barnegat's gonna beat Oakrest.
And an 8 seed, like you talked about the caliber competition.
And I'll tell you right now, the winner of the next round, if Sterling makes it to the next round, they're gonna play Barnegat, the winner of that game, or even if it's Pinelands, the winner of that game is gonna win the whole thing. That's my prediction, Mr. Schulz.
I gotta play the odds.
You call your bookie now.
Oh yeah. Ayanna Hobbs with the serve. Here's the set. Nice job by Sterling keeping it in. That was a hit initially by Muller. Canerney gets it over. They're going to get a good set right here to the middle. And
yeah, that's Wilkinson.
That's Wilkinson,
yeah, Wilkinson
burying it in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, Sterling was kind of out of sorts. They didn't get a good first pass after the hit, and they just never recovered from it. So Pinelands does what you want to do coming out of a timeout, win the point. You know, Sterling's just got to answer back.
Loftus, who I believe went on a pretty good run in the middle of that last game. Course I jinxed her right there.
Well, keep on jinxing them, Mr. Schulz. That's good communication. I heard the girls screaming out. A couple boys looked like she went over to play, and everybody's screaming out. That's good communication.
And they're the little intangibles that look like are a lot better in this game. Here's the set to Wilkinson. Nice job by Sterling, keeping it going. Good hustle by Warrington, not able to get it, but a good try.
But there you go. Here you go. Pinelands is subbing their other setter in now. Number 17, Bailey Lawrence, is coming in to serve now, so she's going to set from the back row. You see number 12, Molly Quigley-Sanborn, checks out of the game, so they always have it. They have a different setter in the game depending on what rotation they're in.
Gotcha.
Called a 6-2. You always have 3 hitters up front. That looked like it might have been going out.
Here's Hobbs over to Koleski, and Pinelands gets the double block going, led by
I thought this serve might have been going out. Yeah.
And Lawrence will serve again for Pinelands.
But that's where, you know, girls have to, Natalie can't see she's looking at the ball. Other girls have to tell her, you know, the serve's going long. You got to communicate.
Hobbs is going to get the set over Koleski. Nice double block. Or was that a net? Did that hit the net?
I couldn't see. That's a little far away. Yeah, it's into the net. Yeah.
Lawrence again.
So Pinelands on a little bit of a run here.
They're going to get a good set opportunity here. Just taps it over, but at the campfire right in the middle.
That's the campfire, that's right.
But a nice tap. Good presence of mind by Stankovic, knowing where there was like a little bit of an opening there.
There's Anderson again.
Good job by Canerney and Baldino at the net, keeping that one going.
Oh, that's 4.
Wow.
Did we block that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'd like to see that replay. I didn't think we touched that. I thought that was off the net.
Yeah. Anderson with the hit. And good job by Sterling. Probably the best volley of the day.
Yeah, but
there's Anderson with the tap.
Here you go. Now you can set your offense up.
Going to get the set over Canerney. And Canerney buries it. Wow, wow.
I'll tell you what. Here's that play we were talking about. I didn't know that we touched this. There's 1. There's 2. Here comes the 3rd hit right here. We didn't touch that. That's 4 right there. They missed that call. But that's okay. We ended up winning a point anyway. But I tell you what, I think Sterling was lucky a little bit to win that point. A lot of theirs was scrambling, and they finally, you know, settled down and got into their offense. So, you know.
Can winning a long volley like that lead to going on a run? And you talk about getting momentum.
You got to hope it can. But somebody's over at the trash can by the water cooler. I don't know if they're getting sick or I don't know what's going on. It looks that way. Coach Scully's over with them. That's Cassie's. It's 20-something. That might be Allison. Yeah, it's Allison, 23.
Yeah, Allison Koleski. Well, we hope she's okay.
She seems to be okay.
Coming back in.
All right. It's like that. What was that football player? That Haddonfield football player kind of threw up in the middle of a play or something and kept on playing.
The quarterback, yeah. And
threw a touchdown 2 plays later,
did not miss it either. And the camera at every square inch of the field.
Here we go. Sterling holding the 1-point advantage here. And there's Anderson again.
Yeah, they were able to double block.
I'm sorry, no, that was Benson. That was Benson.
Was that
sorry.
Benson. Okay.
Or was it Anderson? I don't know.
I think it was Anderson.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's tough. You're right. We're like
it was because she just rotated back to serve. Mr. K's got to work on this setup. I got to look around 2 cameras and cameramen and everything. Oh, Warrington able to one-arm it over there.
Good job by Sterling. Nice. Boy, great back and forth action here by both teams, and ultimately Pinelands getting the point.
And Pinelands taking, is this their first lead of game 2, Kev, 11-10?
I think they were up early.
Were they? Okay.
And then we came back, and then we had the lead. We pulled ahead as you look at Anderson serving it.
Good communication there, good communication.
So Ashley Canerney, that left-handed serve. Gonna get a shot here with Sterling. Pinelands knotting things up at 11. Set, just a tap to Reiner. And Sterling not able to handle that one. Kind of were scrambling from the get-go on that one.
But you see the pass. The pass by Pinelands. They're just doing a great job getting their setter the ball. And she can really go wherever she wants. You know, a lot of times with Sterling or anybody with a bad pass, it's taking the setter in a direction, and a good team will read where that pass is taking them, and they already know where the hit's coming from. With Pinelands right now, their passes are great, and they can attack from wherever the setter wants to go with the ball.
And you're looking at our next game, which is going to be a match. It's going to be a wrestling match Monday at 5 p.m. for the varsity, 4 p.m. for the middle school. And it's going to be against Cherry Hill East, live on Channel 19 and live on YouTube. So as always, it gives you that option of parents. There you see our view right here. Well,
no, this is behind the scorer's table.
There's a there you are. Wave over here. Yeah, we're looking at the other side, and we are right here. I almost went up here.
This is Mr. Schultz on the teleprompter.
Yeah, we're on
here.
that far side. I didn't quite get to the teleprompter.
Give me that pen, Mr. Schultz.
This is us right here. The match right there, down behind the other one. Janae's right here doing an outstanding job with the camera. Both cameras going back and forth.
That's a nice view there, right on the net there, the camera behind.
Brunke. That one low. This is where Sterling has got to take advantage of a giveaway.
That's a good spot for Sterling here. You know, if she went on a run there, Pinelands would have been pulling away. And as it is, we're just down one here with Kowaleski serving.
Yeah, now so Kowaleski's more than capable going on the run.
Now you see there's a bad pass by Pinelands. Now you got to take advantage of this.
Boyce just taps it over.
Yeah, you want a better opportunity out of that. Again, just a push. And Sterling unable to capitalize, and they'll give the serve back over to Pinelands down 2.
Boy, they just seem to really know where to go with the ball. Yep. Right there, finding a spot where Sterling didn't have it covered.
Comes Quigley Sanborn into the game, as well as Wilkinson. So this is that setter substitution I was talking about. Here's your new setter.
Gotcha. Warrington did her best, got high up in the air. Good effort on that last one, just a tough one to handle. And Pinelands right now looking like they're poised to go on a run, up by 3 in a game that was knotted up.
Yeah, this is a critical situation here for Sterling.
Quigley Sanborn.
I'll tell you what, there's not much room for error here. Pinelands gets this point, I would expect a timeout.
There's the dig by Warrington. Go long, hit the rafters. Sterling's going to get a much-needed point to draw within 2.
Yeah. And that's just that battle at the net there. Sterling won that battle at the net that set that whole point up.
And we are joined by Mr. John Hallwood.
What's up, Johnny?
Better late than never, Johnny.
You know, had tennis practice, so.
Tennis.
Okay. Yep.
Tennis.
Well, Johnny, you missed a dominating performance by Pinelands in game 1. Sterling responding well in game 2 and just scrapping with him.
Here's the second middle, and Reiner, who really was big, getting a lot of points in game number 1, comes up big again in the middle. Really knows what to do there. I'm impressed how she gets up in the air.
How she what?
Elevate. Reiner, the way she got up in the air and elevated on that last one. As we look at Wood, nice hit by Sterling. So you thought Sterling had an opportunity to draw within 2, down by 4 right now.
Fortunate there. I mean, this is a critical moment here. Sterling's got to answer with some points here.
So down by 3. Diana Hobbs with the serve. Sterling can't afford to have any giveaways at this point. Hobbs lofts it up. They're going to get the set over to Anderson. And Anderson has a good hit right there. Sterling down by 4.
There you go with the substitution again for Pinelands. Oh, it's not for the setter though. We got Ariana Loftus coming in to serve. This is a girl you jinxed last time, Mr. Sills.
Okay. An outstanding server.
There you go. The Schul's curse didn't work there. There you go. There you go. And then at the end.
It had a little delay there.
But again, you know, and actually Pinelands, one of the times that they did not play good defense, didn't have a good block set up, and Sterling made him pay.
Savannah Boyce serving for Sterling. Nice serve right above the net. Here's the set over to Wilkinson. She just gets it right inside that line, and Wilkinson having a good sense of knowing where to put that ball.
Unfortunately, right now, if you're Sterling, you can't afford to trade points with Pinelands.
In that open area, as we look at Lawrence serving for Pinelands. Hobbs over to Kowaleski. A much-needed point there for Sterling as it gets later in this game. You talked about how every volley is so critical for Sterling down.
Exactly. Now they need to capitalize on this. They need to go on a little bit of a run here. Now this isn't the ideal situation because Natalie Warrington's out of the game, so they don't have, you know, their libero in the back row. But once Cassie's finished serving, she'll come back in. But you got to do what you can here.
Set there by Hobbs to Frazier, and wow, boy, what a hit there by Anderson, finding that far corner.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that hard of a hit, just a smartly placed ball.
Yeah, they
over the head of Boyce.
Wilkinson had a nice placed hit a couple volleys ago than Anderson. Look at that serve.
Nice block. Nice block.
Nice block there, led by
Frazier.
In
Yeah.
the middle.
I tell you what, hopefully that's the kind of spark that's going to light a fire here and get these girls fired up.
Frazier Kowaleski doing a job in the middle.
Now that's something though. If you double block the middle, you have to. I used to call it tip to 4. That's the outside position where Kowaleski's playing. There's nobody playing defense in that spot, so you run that risk if you're going to double block the middle.
Kowaleski with the serve.
Again, Sterling unable to go on a run with their serve, and you know they've had some opportunities here in this game.
Punky with the serve. She's tough.
That went through the rafters and didn't touch anything, so still in play.
What a job by Boyce, dive and tapping that over.
Nice block again.
That's a double block against Reiner, one of the tougher hitters. You see Reiner, she's been doing elevates off a good set right here.
But you see Kowaleski's left-hand side, nobody's playing defense there. So if you just tap the ball over there, there's nobody to get it.
Good job by Sterling, keeping it going.
That's all right.
They're going to miss one, and Sterling's going to draw within 2. So I think the key to that was when you saw Anderson on the other side, get it to a good area. Sterling dove, kept it going.
Yeah.
Something they weren't doing earlier in this game.
This is the run we've been asking for, Kev.
Yep. And things just aren't. You're seeing a shot like that with one of your better hitters in the middle, Reiner. Going long, Sterling's got to take advantage of it. As you look at Kowaleski serving.
And see, this is nothing against Allison. Allison's a fantastic player. There's nothing special about her serve, right? It's not necessarily a hard serve, but it's a serve that they're getting in play. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get the serve in play and play volleyball.
Yeah. And how many times did we see in that first game? We were just giving points away. Not as many points. Some here and there we'll give points given away, but not as many in this game, and it shows in the score.
Absolutely.
Right.
So finally the run that Sterling's needed. We're knotted here at 21, and you hope they can close it here.
And it seems like they're getting some better sets, but it looks like the blocks have been the key in this latest run.
Absolutely, a couple of big blocks in the middle. They're double blocking that middle. You know, I hope their coach isn't telling the middle now, hey, tip to that outside spot, because that spot's wide open right now.
Is that all? The key to those blocks, is that just reading things right and anticipation?
Oh yeah, it's reading, it's timing, and it's you know, position.
So Allison Kowaleski going a nice little run here, trying to give Sterling an opportunity to go ahead late in game number 2. Yeah. And that's when they need a point. They throughout this game, early on in this game, tapped the ball to good spots, and we saw it from
that's
right
exactly what I was just talking about. That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
It was Boyce up there instead of Allison. But it's the outside hitter. They're coming in double block in the middle, so the position that she's in is wide open now. You have to have your back row player read that and come up and play it.
And Pinelands goes up by 2. 2 points away from moving on.
I'll tell you what, I don't know who that was. I don't know if that was the coach in the timeout seeing that and telling the middle hitter, you know, hey, they're double blocking you know, tip it to that spot, or if that's the middle hitter reading that, whatever that was, that's a nice adjustment by Pinelands.
Yeah.
I could ultimately give them this game.
In the timeout, yeah. You're right, that was the biggest difference from the way they were doing it beforehand. Because Ryder, prior to the timeout, would have just hit that into the double block.
Yeah, absolutely. Generally, you block a middle hitter with one blocker. If you're going to double block them, then that back row, whoever's in the back row, has to be able to read that tip and come up and play it. It's a tough thing to do.
So, looking at Quigley Sanborn right now, serving for Pinelands. Jones going to get a good set right here over to Frazier. She taps it. And they're just going to be content to get it over the net. That was an extra hit. Look at Anderson, tips the net. And they just get it over there. And Sterling gets the point. Much needed.
That's a good place. Right here, I wish the middle would go up a little bit more aggressively and try and block that. You know, I've seen it, Frazier and Baldino. Anytime you're hitting from the back row and you see that ball, what great placement of that ball. Anytime you have a back row hitter attacking the ball, your middle should be trying to read where it's going and going up and blocking it.
Natalie Warrington serving for Sterling. Serves it long. Pinelands with an opportunity to end it. Games and match point with number 11, Reiner serving.
All right, Sterling catches a break there. I tell you what, I think that's Pineland's first service error since the opening point, except when you jinxed the other girl. I can only remember 2 times where they had service errors in this second game.
I jinxed her that one. I just kind of did it to myself. I said it under my breath.
There you go.
It's here.
Hobbs with the little float serve. They're going middle. I'm wrong.
Out.
Yep. Sterling able to knot it at 24.
Boy, that was looking a little ominous with Anderson getting up in the air, getting a great set, but just hitting it wide to the near side. I'm serving.
Outside.
Over to Anderson.
You can tell, watch the way this pass takes the setter. Now you can tell she's going outside because she's running that way, you know? So that's the kind of stuff you got to read and get over there and get that block set up.
And we look at number 8, Muller, with a chance to end this one for Pinelands.
Second match point.
Set over to Boyce. Boyce hits it.
Nice. You see Kowaleski here had a little indecision on the serve receive. Didn't know if she wanted to forearm pass it or try to
Boy, what a great game.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Boyce again serving.
That's right side.
Pineland's going to get a good set to Wilkinson.
Again, that's the difference. Look at the way this pass is taking the setter. Watch, she's going to be going to her right, our left, so you know that's where the set's going. You got to get over there and get that block set up. There's very few setters in the high school level who can be running one way and set the other way. It's a very, very difficult thing to do.
So it's a matter of a little earlier anticipation.
Yes.
Pineland is going to take game number 2 in the match and move on to the semifinal round in the South Jersey sectional volleyball playoffs. Well, Pineland's Matt, I mean, you give credit for Sterling for battling right there,
Yeah.
but as you said, you know, you looked at some of the caliber teams Pineland played, and they showed why
you're right,
they're
Kev.
able to move on.
Even in watching this match, Pinelands was the better team. You know, Sterling has nothing to be ashamed of. I feel bad because it's a, you know, it's a senior-laden team. You got a lot of girls that just played their last match. I don't know if they have matches after this. I'm not sure how this whole season's working, but you know, this whole thing was a winnable bracket, man, and you feel bad for them because it was, the possibility was there.
Yeah, they fought back, gave themselves an opportunity. I mean, we thought, at one point it was 21-17. Pinelands had the momentum. Sterling grabbed it from him, got it tied.
They did,
a couple different times, and just didn't have enough again against a very good team. John, you were here for a short period of time. Any thoughts on what the volleyball team did this year?
Honestly, Sterling, even though they got a great game coming into the second game, I saw little bits of the first game. It looked like Pineland was running away with it. I mean, a great job from Sterling just to at least keep the game going. Again, not to mention, like, the blocking was really spectacular. They tried to keep fighting with Pineland. They were unable to, but I feel like they have another. There's always next season. That's all. Yeah. That's always you got to say.
Yeah, I was a little. You know, we talked about it. I was a little afraid of them coming out a little flat. You know, Pinelands had that. Even though they played Middle Township, which traditionally is not very good, you have that playoff experience under your belt. You got that one game. You know, the playoff jitters are out of your system, and you know, I'm not saying that's why Sterling came out flat in the first game, but you know, if they'd have played this game in the first game, and now you're going into game 2 only losing 27-25. You know, different story, I think.
Real two totally different games. You're
absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So that'll do it. Again, just a great job by Pinelands coming in. Sterling fought hard in game number 2. Our next event is going to be wrestling Monday, and that's a 5 p.m. start. It's going to be live on Channel 19 and live on YouTube. So that'll do it for John Hallwood, Matt McPherson, the tech crew, Mr. K, everybody doing a great job with all the replays. I'm Mr. Schulz. We'll see you next time on Channel 19.